Welcome back to Eyewitness News. Morgan O'Hara Gering in this morning for Charlie, our legal counsel, 436-1212. If you have a question for her, give us a call. Morgan, it is good to finally meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Your father speaks very highly of you.
Well, thank you.
And we are happy to have you on the show. We actually do have a few callers already on the line.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and get ready and get right to those. Good morning. What's your question for Morgan?
Good morning. I was calling to see, I was in an auto accident on the 1st of June, and I have an older car, so I don't have collision insurance, and I found out that the driver of the other vehicle who was cited did not have insurance, and so I was calling to see kind of what my legal options are. I do have $900 worth of damage on my car.
Okay. Well, sometimes you can, first of all, you probably want to get in touch with an attorney, but that can be a real problem if the other person does not have car insurance. That can be a real problem with trying to collect any money. Sometimes if they have been cited with a ticket or if there's any sort of a case going to court, sometimes you might be able to talk with a prosecutor about getting some sort of restitution, but it can be very difficult. So your best bet right now is to probably get in touch with an attorney, talk to them about your options, but it may be a very difficult thing when the other person does not have insurance.
Well, even in that situation, if a judge were to order that they have to pay restitution, I mean, if they don't have any money, do they often pay?
Well, that can be a real problem as well. So what they often do is they will sometimes a judge will monitor you. If a restitution order is issued, often they will monitor you to make sure that you're making payments towards the restitution. And meaning restitution is when somebody can prove that they've had some sort of damage because of somebody else's fault.
Okay.
If there's some sort of criminal activity or, a traffic citation of some sort, often the judge could order restitution and order the other person to make payments on what the damage they've caused.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate it. Thanks for that answer.
Thank you.
Something you and I were talking about during the break, and I know it seems like entertainment news, but really it can be very correlated to a lot of situations, even here in Kansas, with the Tom and Katie divorce.
Yes.
A lot of folks talking about how it ended so quickly. Does that happen in real life, like right here in our state?
It can. It's not always, that doesn't happen that often to have it happen that quickly, but if you can do that, often people are going to save a lot of legal fees. And I think because they were possibly going to be fighting over which state they were going to have their divorce take place in, New York or California, that really could have created a lot of litigation, a lot of attorneys' fees, deciding which would be the home state for this divorce. So by settling, they really probably saved a lot of heartache, and also a lot of legal fees.
So if someone is considering a divorce out there, you may want to try to at least come up with some kind of compromise. I know it's probably tough in those situations, though.
Yes, and I think with the Tom and Katie divorce, having an ironclad prenup probably helped with the division of property, so they're probably left, I haven't seen the prenup, but I would assume that they probably had an ironclad prenup, the property's divided, so they're really just fighting over custody, and custody sometimes can be the #1 issue people are fighting over.
All right. Well, thank you so much for giving us your input on that.
Thank you.
That's what everyone's talking about right now, at least People Magazine.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Morgan.
Thank you.